Hello and welcome to another episode of 177 Nations of Tasmania. To many Tasmanians, mention the name Kyrgyzstan and you will probably get the reaction, is that a real country? Or they may think you're talking about its much larger neighbour Kazakhstan. But Kyrgyzstan is a small and beautiful mountainous country of some 7 million people nestled between giant neighbours China and Kazakhstan. It gained independence from the Soviet Union in 1991, and unlike most of the other nations in the region, it's not rich in valuable minerals, and so has followed a different path and attempted to become a tourist centre. But what is someone from Kyrgyzstan doing in a small seaside town in Tasmania? Well, Cholpona very kindly agreed to talk to me about some of her journey and experiences of arriving here and reveal a bit about life in Kyrgyzstan. Now, she's from a region called Issyk-Kul, which I very much recommend that you Google because it's a stunning locale to grow up in. But without further ado, I'll let Cholpona tell you more about her story.
I'm from Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan is in Central Asia. In Kyrgyzstan have a region called Issyk-Kul. I grew up there till my 16 years old when I was in the school. After that, I went to study to China 2 years when we had a student exchange program in my university where I was studying. And 2016-2018, I studied in China. Then I back to city, Bishkek. I studied another 3 years. Then I've been married 3 years. And then after divorce, I moved to Dubai. From 2013 to 2021, I lived in Dubai. And we granted visa on 2022 on September, me and my daughter. And then we moved to Tasmania, to Australia. After I came to Tasmania, I really like the weather because it was very close to me. Because my country is similar, we have 4 seasons. In winter, in my country is more cold. Sometimes it's reach minus 20 degrees. And right now it's winter there and snowing. Heavy snow. And
Because Kyrgyzstan is quite mountainous, isn't it?
Yeah, 90% almost we are in mountains area, and our home in the mountain. So we live front of the lake. It's called Issyk-Kul, and our home is on the mountain. And Kyrgyzstan weather is quite similar to Tasmania. And summer is like plus 28, 30 degrees, and in winter minus 10, and sometimes when it's very cold it's reached to minus 20 degrees. I grew up in a small city called Karakol. And this city, since long time, it was a tourist center because we have third biggest ski mountain in Central Asia. So we have many tourists coming to ski in Karakol. And since I was a child, I started learn English in my grade 6. And my teachers, they were from USA. And we had a lot of tourists. I have really good childhood in Karakol city. It was Karakol is very peaceful, small city in between the big mountains.
Yeah, because I think I heard that Kyrgyzstan is often known as like the Switzerland of Central Asia.
Yeah, they call sometimes. They say many tourists are usually they say it's similar to Switzerland, our mountains, and especially in the winter, it's really a beautiful place.
What was it like going to school there?
I changed my school. I studied till grade 8 in school number 4. Then I changed to school number 1, where was English by us. Where English we studied very strongly. First school was Kyrgyz school. And after Soviet Union crashed 1992, when I start the school, it was Kyrgyz schools are new open. And that time I start first my school in Kyrgyz school. Then grade 8 I changed to Kyrgyz Russian school. And our schools are, I can say, it's strong in the way studying languages, because in my country, like every person, they speak at least like 2-3 languages.
Yeah.
It's our native language Kyrgyz, and second our native also language is Russian, and the third language they usually study English or Deutsch.
What are sort of maybe your strongest or best memories of your childhood growing up there?
It's getting up at 5:30 morning, especially in the winter. We are having with family tea in the morning, and then 6 o'clock we had to walk to the school. That time we didn't have a lot of public transports which will take us to the school. So from the mountain side to the school, we used to walk like 1 hour.
Oh, wow.
And snow can be very high. It can reach more than our knee. And I was very small and short, so sometimes I was just inside the snow. It really stays in my memory. And now I feeling sometimes that it was the best part when we were getting up very dark morning and walking to the school, and around is very beautiful. And since long time I didn't see snow since I moved to Dubai. From 2013 I didn't see the
Except inside the shopping mall.
snow. Yeah, only shopping malls, and it's quite very hot in Dubai.
Yes.
Is very best temperature in winter can be like plus 20 degree, but in summer it's reach 45. It's too hot. Our houses in Kyrgyzstan is designed to keep warm in minus 20 degree. So usually our houses are made it from the bricks. Bricks keep very warm the house. And when you go to outside in very cold weather, we used to wear our, like my mom used to knit for us handmade very warm clothes. So we used to wear them and go outside. It was normal for us to be in cold winter.
And so what did your parents do?
My father, he had a factory, bricks, where they are producing the bricks for the building house. And both are studied in Tashkent. They studied in Polytechnical University in Tashkent. My father studied technicum and my mom studied technologies. And they met there in Tashkent. And then 1980 they got married and they moved to Karakol. Since that time they lived there. And my father was keep working in the factory since that time. 2017 I lost my father.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And it's okay. And my mom now, she's in Karakol, lives with my small brother, with his family. They stay in Karakol, and sometimes they stay in our other place in village Kamsamol, it's called, where is the like a summer house. So she's in winter stays usually in Karakol, and in summer stays in Kamsamol.
And did your mother work as well?
No, my mom, she's she work in this food checking as a technologist. How it's called, like biosecurity or something like that.
Okay.
Checking the food. After most of the time she was at home, because we are like 5 girls and 1 boy. We are 6 in our family.
So you had quite a big family.
Yeah, we have a big family, and she take care of all of us. And she most of the time stays at home with us. And my big sisters was a student. They were in university. We were in the school, and I have also a small sister and small brother. So she was very busy.
And are they all still living in Kyrgyzstan?
So my oldest sister, Eleonora, she lives with her family in Kyrgyzstan. My second sister with family lives in Dubai. Her husband is a doctor, surgeonist in Dubai. Third sister, she lived in Dubai 10 years. Then she got married. Now she's in Kyrgyzstan. She's planning to move next year to Dubai because of work. She works in real estate. And then fourth is me. Right now I'm here in Tasmania. And after me is my brother, who is continuing my father's business, and my smallest sister also married in Kyrgyzstan with family. When we were in Soviet Union, I guess more people they didn't travel. And but my parents they were traveled many countries. They been in many countries except USA and Australia. They travel a lot, and they understand that in other country we can have different opportunities, different experience to get to see the people. And my father always support us to travel, and that's why he gave us this opportunity to study in China. So it was very helpful because he always used to say, if you speak three international languages like English, Russian, and Chinese, you will never lose.
Yeah.
So three languages, and it helps. Later when I moved to Dubai, because of my Chinese language, I got a very good job.
So when you were at high school, like, did you have some kind of plan or ambition after school? Like, was it a plan to go to China, or was that just an opportunity that came up?
No, that time I was in my plan. I was thinking that I will study in our capital in Bishkek. Then after that, we had this program came to Bishkek where we can exchange with students. So 40 Kyrgyz students, they went to China to study Chinese language, and 40 Chinese students came to Bishkek to study Russian language. So in that program, we were registered, and then that was first time when I traveled outside.
So how was that experience for you?
It was great. 2 years staying in China, and also not in the Beijing or Shanghai. It was Xi'an. Xi'an is very quite really like a culturally country or city. So it was very nice. If I would go to China, I would go to Xi'an again. I travel all China. I've been in Shanghai, Beijing. I've been in Hainan. I've been in Zhengzhou, but I prefer to visit Xi'an one more again. It is ex-capital of China. It's a very beautiful place, and people are very nice.
What is typical food in Kyrgyzstan?
In Kyrgyzstan is because it's cold place. Maybe I don't know. We eat mostly meat. We have lamb, we have beef and horse meat. Horse meat is very popular for party. We always cut the horse, and it's kind of party traditional meat. And most of our food now I know they say it's very heavy food because usually we use many noodles and meat. So different type of meat. We have traditional food, bread. We are doing for every party. It's called borsok. It's just a bread and fried bread inside the air. And we having traditional horse meat for parties. We have manti, we have oromo, we have pilmen, we have beshbarmak is the traditional food. Beshbarmak.
So do you have do you have like kinds of dumplings?
Yes, it's called manti.
Manti.
Yeah, manti. I'm cooking here in Tasmania.
Okay.
Yeah, my partner he likes it very much.
Yeah, because I know some of the other republics of Central Asia have their own types of dumplings.
We call it manti, and so we have different traditional food. In Kyrgyzstan, we have many celebrations. We celebrate 31 December as a new year, all Kyrgyzstan. Then we have 21st of March, it's called Nauruz.
Yep.
It's another new year. And then we also celebrate this Muslim Eid Mubarak. Maybe you know about this.
Yep.
Yeah, we celebrate this as well. It's also like a new year. And we celebrate 8th of March, it's Women's Day, Mother's Day. We have 31 December is Independent Day of Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, I remember because I interviewed someone from Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan, and they also mentioned Nowruz as being a really important, and a few special things happen at that time.
Yeah.
Is that also the case in Kyrgyzstan?
Yeah, in Nowruz we are all with family becoming together, and in Kyrgyzstan we have also like small tribes, like in the village. So we all village becoming together, celebrating Nowruz, cooking different traditional foods of Kyrgyzstan, having cutting the sheep. It's every family will cut one sheep for the Nowruz. We're making food, a lot of food, and inviting our families and visiting families.
Do you generally have quite large families in Kyrgyzstan?
Yes, we are 6 in the family. My mom 6, my father 6. My father's side, we have big families and very strong community in the
Yep.
village. And like in one village, you can see like 2 different tribes. But usually it's like 2-3 villages in one tribe. But sometimes it's happened that people moving in from different places. And in Kyrgyzstan, when you meeting someone, you will ask first, what is your name? And then second, what is your tribe?
Okay.
From which tribe you are. And like our tribe is Sayak. It's Sayak tribe is very old tribe in Kyrgyzstan. And then like all my grandfather's name, 12 grandmother's names I know.
Okay.
All like how we from where we became our tribe. So I can tell the names of my grandfathers.
If you want.
Yeah. So my father's name is Murad. My grandfather's name Asangul. Then my surname is Tabaldi, Korosh, Oljobay, Kultai, Sheikh Mamad, Belokbay, Muratai, Sarik, Sayak. Sayak is the oldest one. So from Sayak tribe, all our family gets in 4 or 5 villages. I don't know. It's like culturally, they will very give a lot of attention when you ask from which tribe, because we know the history of tribes and then who is came from which side. Kyrgyzstan is very small, but it's so different. From north side is different, south side, east side, all is different. Sometimes his accent also different.
Yeah.
Like we are from the Issyk-Kul, and sometimes there is a different language in the south side, where is the border with Uzbekistan. It's called Osh city. So sometimes we are also having differences in accent. But in every region in Kyrgyzstan have many tribes.
Anyway, so you were in China for 2 years?
Yeah.
Yep. And what did you do when you came back?
After I came back, I finished my university. I got my degree from university. I studied international relations, diplomacy, and consular service. It's my profession, and also Chinese language. After I finished university, that time I met this my future husband, my first husband. I did little bit work in Ministry of Foreign Affairs, short time, and then I got married to my first husband. After 1 year, I got my daughter. We lived 2 years together with my ex-husband, and then I got divorced. After divorce, September we got divorced, and December 24, I already moved to Dubai to work because I couldn't sit at home. I had to do something to continue develop myself and to don't stay at home, because I am a person who is always working.
Yeah.
I like to work. And when I came to Dubai, firstly, it was really hard. Sometimes I used to work 15 hours. I had a 2 job always. One job is 3 hours, then I work 9 hours always, because I had to pay school for my daughter. I had to pay home, our flat, which one we were renting in Dubai. And all these things firstly was a bit difficult. And then Me and my business partner, we opened a travel agency company, and then I start to work with travel agency. To now, I'm working online. Even I'm here, I can provide the tickets worldwide, and we are doing UAE tourist visas for
Okay.
all the customers from all of the world.
And so why did you go to Dubai in the first place? Was that just where the opportunities were, or was there some other reason?
2013, when I moved to Dubai, my sister already was there,
Okay.
my older sister, and we lived together. And when I arrived to Dubai, in 1 week I got my job.
Okay.
Because when I dropped my CV, they look at my CV and they ask me if I speak Chinese. And then I said, yes, I do. That time there was a lot of customers from China in Dubai in retail. So I started to work in boutique in retail as a fashion consultant. And I worked there 8 years. And after that, I started to work with travel agency.
How did you come to be in Tasmania? What's the story?
That's a nice story. So 2018, I was flying back to Kyrgyzstan to bring my daughter to school because in Dubai school was already started. And me and my partner, we met in the airplane. At that time, my partner, he was flying to Kyrgyzstan with his work to train the rangers to protect the snow leopards. And we met on 3 of September 2018 in the airplane. And then we sit in the same seats. And this is how we met. And we keep in touch in WhatsApp. Then after that, in 2019, we came back to Kyrgyzstan. My partner stays in our home and meet my family. And then we were keep in touch in WhatsApp. We apply for visa 2019. We wait 3 years our visa until we get our visa granted. So all this time he was visiting Dubai, and I couldn't come here because 2 times I applied for tourist visa to visit him, and it was rejected.
Back to the beginning of that, though, what did you talk about on the plane that made you want to stay in touch?
The conversation started that he asked me, "Are you going for holiday?" I said, "No, I'm going to bring my daughter for school." And then we start talk, and he talk about his family, and I talk about my life experience. And then because he was flying to Kyrgyzstan, I thought maybe some words in Kyrgyz language will be useful for him in case if he will need it, if there is no translator, just basic things. I write on the paper, and then we exchange our numbers. And then 5 days, I couldn't contact. I sent a message because 5 days he was not in contact. And then I start to worry about him. What is happened? Suddenly it's gone, and he's in Kyrgyzstan. And after 5 days, I got message back that he was in the mountains and there was no connection.
And so then he came back to Kyrgyzstan more times? Do I understand that right?
To Kyrgyzstan, he visited 2 times. One time himself with work, and second time with Elena, with his daughter. They visit my country.
And what did your family think?
Was good. Yeah, good people. They were very happy.
You only came here quite recently, didn't you? September? Was it
We are here now 4 months.
And what were your initial impressions?
Well, when I landed to Hobart, or before landed, I was I looked to the land, and it was so green and so beautiful. And when you go out from the airport, you will feel the air so fresh and so clean, beautiful weather, beautiful nature, and it was very close to me. I like this place, and I feel I would like to say always.
Yeah. Yeah, at the moment we're in Dodgers Ferry, which is a sort of a very sort of seaside town, a bit out of Hobart.
Close to the beach.
Yeah.
It's beautiful place and a very good community here.
Yep.
People are very nice, and I'm doing some volunteering work in local community. I met many people. I have friends, and yeah, I like everything.
So has it been relatively easy to get to know people here?
My partner, he has friends. Through him, I met many people. Through him, yeah, they are very good. And sometimes it's difficult for me to understand the accent,
Mm-hmm.
local accent, and
Yep.
I'm missing sometimes the questions, and then I'm asking again. It's a bit different accent. But my daughter, she's doing very well. She is now in cottage school in Bel Reef, and she started from English school from Dubai. So her English, she has good basic English, good English, and when she came here, teachers they supported her, supporting, and she's really doing very good. And she increased in these 4 months. Her English become even very good. Vocabulary, dictionary increased, and she's talking some slang.
What kind of volunteer work are you doing here?
There is a local community food co-op. I'm making their assisting customers, and also I'm making at home bliss balls, homemade, and I'm selling also. And because of the time change, sometimes it's difficult to work online because most of my customers in Dubai and in Kyrgyzstan, in Russia, and when here is very late time to sleep, my customers is very active. So sometimes I'm staying until 2 o'clock morning, assisting my clients and working.
Right.
Because of time differences, but it's good. I'm already it's normal now for me.
Yeah.
Adjusted.
You've got used to it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, here's very different from Dubai or Kyrgyzstan. What have you found to be some of the biggest, maybe cultural differences that you've noticed?
If I want to say between Kyrgyzstan and Australia differences, maybe we are always gathering all family. We are big families.
Yep.
So here, where it's a little bit quiet, sometimes I feel like that. And where in my country always is very busy, and a lot of families visiting, and you visiting families always like this.
So when you say family in Kyrgyzstan, does that also mean like your uncles and aunts and cousins, all those
Yes,
as well?
we call them family, all village and
Yep.
next village and neighbor after next village also.
Yeah.
If you heard, we are having sometimes parties where we invite 500 people. When it's a big celebration, sometimes we invite like 500 people, and they are all our families.
Yeah. So obviously family is a very big central part of life in Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Any other maybe cultural differences or differences in the people, the way people behave perhaps?
People are very friendly. Here I don't feel any different, or I don't feel difficult. Here people are accepting. And where usually I am a person who is always worried if I say something right, or if I did something wrong always. But here it's more relaxed, I think. People don't judge, people just accept, and which is makes me very happy.
What's perhaps been the most challenging thing you've had to adjust to?
To now, I'm having a bit difficulties with the accent, as I said, local accent. And I think I will need a little bit more time until I really start to look for a job and start what I want to. Because in my plans, after some time, I want to study for the Immigration Service Center. This is the work I'm doing in Dubai. Sometimes we are applying for visas and helping for people to get the visa to UAE. So I want to also study a little bit more about this immigration service.
Oh, you mean like to be a migration agent to work in that?
Yes, because I find it that travel agency is mine, and I like to work in this field. So I want to study more, either travel agency services, either
Okay.
migration services, one of these.
But you want to get more confident with your Australian English.
Yeah. When I was in Dubai, before come here, I applied to companies and they direct call me. On the second day after I arrived here, they call me to come for the interview.
Okay.
That time I had a little bit difficult because my daughter wasn't in the school yet and not yet settled, just came, and also English different little bit, and I just stopped to search, and I'm doing now my own work, which is not difficult for me to do online. That's my plan, and do more volunteering jobs to meet more people, to have more friends.
Yeah. When you meet people here and you say you're from Kyrgyzstan, do they know anything about Kyrgyzstan? What kind of reactions do you get?
When I say Kyrgyzstan, they say, "Oh, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Pakistan, Afghanistan." Everything sounds like Stan. They understand that it's all same. I can say we are very different than Afghanistan, even country which is bordering with us, Tajikistan. We have differences. Kyrgyzstan is democracy. We are like people in my country is very important is education to have people have 2 diplomas. They speak at least 3 languages, and most of Kyrgyz people also studying in different countries, and then they are coming back and working in Kyrgyzstan. Experienced people, free speech country, which is I like. It's free country where you can talk openly if you don't like something, and you don't have fear that something will happen with you. And I feel it's freedom is the most precious in this world. So Kyrgyzstan is a small country but free country.
Compared to its neighbouring countries, it's a lot more free and peaceful.
Maybe other countries would be say that it's not true, but in my understanding, when I think Kyrgyzstan, it's more democracy country. Whenever we feel corruption in the government, our people, they become together, and we change the government 4 times in last 10 years. It's because we always looking for the fair and fighting with corruption. Still there is, but we are still fighting and trying to completely remove the corruption from the country. We don't accept unfair rule president.
So you find that people here they just sort of think all those countries are pretty much the same. Kyrgyzstan is like all the...
Yes. Kyrgyzstan say, Kyrgyzstan. Then I hear it's Afghanistan, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, and all these countries. I say Kyrgyzstan.
So what do you tell them to correct their...
I'm direct saying that Kyrgyzstan is bordering with Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and China. And this is not Afghanistan or Pakistan. This is a separate country.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we are a 7 million population, very small population, small country. But always when you look to the Central Asia in the map, firstly, you will not see this country. It's too small, very small, and then you can find it. Compared with Kazakhstan territory, Kyrgyzstan is very small. Yeah.
Yes.
And China is very big.
Yeah, it's in between a couple of very big countries.
Yeah.
Up in the mountains.
Yeah.
But is there anything that distinguishes Kyrgyzstan, their culture, from the surrounding countries or surrounding cultures?
Well, 2005, no 2000, Kyrgyzstan announced 2000 year is a tourism year. So we open our borders to many people from all of the world. Like when you visit Kyrgyzstan, you will see restaurants and coffee shops written in English language, special for English speaker tourists, and there are many. They are coming in summer time to visit our lake, Issyk-Kul, and in winter time they are coming to ski in our mountain. So we have all season full of tourists coming from Germany, from America, from Europe, many different countries.
So it's it's quite open,
It's open, yeah.
country.
It's open, and tourists are from all over the world. They are very happy to visit my country, and I heard from many tourists, they say they feel secure in my country.